evening, everybody. How's it going? Is my little green bar bouncing up and down? It is, so you can hear me fine. I'm being helped tonight. I'm being presented with T800A. T800B's behind me. T800A is here. He's on the stand from Part Work Upgrades. I'm going to bung a link in there, Ian, for Part Work Upgrades. The stand is absolutely brilliant, as you see, and he's standing around just doing nothing. Something you do notice when it's on the stand is that because when it's lying down you don't really see things like this, that first off, this joint in the middle, we know that it's loose on these sections here and you have to keep tightening it up, but that whole joint is loose. Look at that. There's nothing you can do about that. I'm sure all of yours are like that as well. Also, the head's got a wobble as well. Look, it is quite stiff still, so it can be posed, but it's got a wobble, which is a bit weird. Don't know what's causing that. I haven't got a clue, but it's only while it's been up that I've been able to play around with it. But doesn't it look good on the stand here? I think that's absolutely brilliant. You know what, Ian? I'd just keep it on the stand. I'd think of a way to put the frame in the front of it, but keep this stand and keep the clamp in, because with the other clamp you can actually see the great big like bar that's coming out the back. But this one, it's pretty much hidden on one pole sort of thing, so looks pretty good, doesn't it? Yes, I'm sporting an injury from earlier on. Look, that's another screwdriver, just in exactly the same place that I did it with the Cobra, so I guess that's never going to heal. And well done to Carl Williamson, who got the quote today, which was Commando. Well done, Carl. How's everyone? It's good to be back doing a live stream. We got a couple of extra things. I will he says that to him before he drops him off the cliff, Mark, but I wanted some sort of quote from Commando, so I thought, oh, I'll pick that one today. So but this damn leg that we're going to be doing, the reason why I wanted to do the Terminator tonight, I've got 4 issues still to do from the Hachette one. I've already done this with the Agora one, but I don't want to do it in the order of the magazines. I want to see if we can actually build the fire section and then attach it to the legs. That's what we're going to do tonight. That's why I'm on the rum. And I want to thank Daniel Goldman. I don't even think you've seen this, Daniel, but look, Kraken black rum, hands off, this rum belongs to Wayne. And that's what we're on tonight. And I've already I finished off the last bottle I had, and now that means I've got a bottle from you, Ian, and a bottle from you, Dan. But it's nice. It's very nice. We've also got, just hiding in the back there, a ET poster print. It's got some printed autographs on it as well. That is going to really go well with the ET spaceship. And as you can see, I've got a log slice that is going to be the start of the diorama. Unfortunately, the diorama is not going to be finished for about 3 weeks, because I'm waiting for all my fir trees to dry out, and then I've got to seal them so all the needles won't flop and it won't change colour. But Phil is doing over at Sprueverse. He's doing his diorama as well, and I spoke to Phil on. I need to change this 1 second. Stand by. I spoke to Phil on Monday, and I think what we're going to do is, because it's going to take 3 weeks, I can't edit anything. Why can't I edit anything? Well, look, for now, this is the link to Sprueverse YouTube channel, but he has got his own name, Sprueverse, on YouTube now. So youtube.com/Sprueverse will take you there. And if you just type Sprueverse, it will take you to his channel as well. His one's going to take about 3 weeks. So what we've agreed is around about the 18th of February, Phil's going to come on to the channel on Thursday, and we're going to show off the completed thing, which is the ship and the diorama. Now, you've seen the ships anyway, and them being lit up and stuff on Phil's channel. The diorama is really what's going to make it, but I've got an extra bonus on my one that I can go, hang on, stand by, let's just turn that off. I can go, Alexa, turn on the spaceship. Okay. Everything in this house is controlled, and the last things I had to do was the aerial, so it's lit there, and it's just all looking beautiful, isn't it? It's been such a good build, that is. But there'll be another update Monday, and then it'll be a couple of weeks, and we're going to do a full reveal of everything on the live stream on the Thursday. So Alexa, turn off the spaceship, because that would just drive me crazy watching that all the time. I'll try and catch up with chat. We're doing 4 issues tonight, but as you know, some of these issues are going to go really quick. But Dash Riptide, Howard, how's it going? I haven't jabbed myself yet with a screwdriver doing these models, but hammers and other screwdrivers and spanners slipping off a bolt. Friend pulled a drill bit in his hand. Oh my god! When I used to work with spanners, Howard, I used to. It's my knuckles. The knuckles went. This time it's that finger, and I'll tell you what. If I don't develop some sort of callus on there, I don't know. But you know, I left it in. All of these I'm taking screen grabs of. You know, like little 3 second videos of it, and I've just stuck them in a file. So at the end of the year, we're going to have a good old outtake video, I think. So good Abend, Pierre. And hello, Christian from Grantham. Christian, I haven't even set this up. Hang on a second. Stand by. Hang on a second. I don't know if this is going to work, so I'm going to stand by. Oh, man, I didn't set this up. Why didn't I set this up? Whoa, we've gone. Let's go back to studio mode. Right, hang on. Hang on. What would it be? It would be... Nope, it's not that. Let's go. This is hard. I don't know how to do it. Hang on. You'll see what I'm doing in a second. 1 second. I don't know if this is going to work. Right. Is this going to work? I hope so. Are you ready? Let's see if this works. Please work. Did that work? I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue if that worked. Please let me know you heard that. I haven't got my headphones on, so I don't know. How cool is that? You need to thank Ian Campbell for that. That's brilliant. Oh, the finger's getting there, Edward. It stings a bit, and it's a bit swollen as well. But it was like that last time. I just keep squeezing it until it don't hurt no more. So. Yours hasn't come loose like that. Well, both my Terminators have got that little wobble there. That might have been when it fell off the shelf, actually. But this wobble here, I don't know about that. It's very strange. But there you go. Hey, Wayne, just wanted to know if there's any news on the Dodge Charger since there hasn't been an upload on it for a while. We're hoping to get it this week. No, it's the Eleanor this week. No, everything's delayed from Fan Home at the moment, Raptor. So, don't know. And my brother's back. How's it going, Michael? Hope you're keeping good. Something fell on your ankle? Oh, Daniel, sorry to hear that. Is that stopping you riding your bike? Not good. Not good. Christian, I really hope you got... I will scroll down to the end in a minute to see if you got that. You keep doing that, you're going to end up with a permanent pivot. Yeah, probably will. I mean, I can't think of a way to tighten that up. So, well, who knows? It's going to be posed. I'll never touch it again anyway, Gary. So, but there you go. Hello, Sean C. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. That's really appreciated. And how's Graham Loki over in Liverpool? Hey, they do over in Liverpool. All these live streams, and Wayne's stocking up with a rum. Damn straight, I'm stocking up with a rum. No, these live builds, they go a lot better when I'm on the rum. As you can see, this is the mat. I've turned the mat over because the other side's absolutely filthy. I've been playing around with the ET spaceship so much, and the electrics, the soldering iron's burnt the other side. I need a new mat, really. Bobby, you don't think rum and screwdrivers mix? Well, rum and milk don't mix either. Rum and coffee. Sorry, rum and coffee. Screwdrivers and... God, see, I've been on the rum. Screwdrivers and builds don't mix. No, coffee and builds don't mix. And milk and builds don't mix. The glass is cool, isn't it? It's brilliant. Shame on you sporting Wayne's drinking habit. That's right. It's what keeps me going. Did you see the social media post today with me standing next to Mrs. Welder Wayne's doll's house? Oh my God, it's ginormous. You reckon shoulders and heads will firm up? Yes, I do think they probably will firm up with the cables. We've got some another brace to go in here, obviously, as well, with the back and the front plates. But both of them are like that. So, and I do have to keep putting a screwdriver down here and here to tighten these arms up. But the stand is a godsend, Ian, because I said it stops picking it up all right. When I put the leg on eventually, just so you know, I won't be doing it on the stand. I'm going to take it off the stand. So you'll get to see how I'm doing it off the stand. The reason for that is because when I did the video for Agora, I had it on the stand and doing it, and you can't really see what I'm doing. So this time I'm going to lie it down here, and hopefully I can get the camera set up so you can see what I'm doing. I'll keep asking, will we be getting a welcome to the cave with all the subscribers you have? Yes, John, I've actually done one on the Patreon channel, which I meant to release to the normal channel. I haven't done it yet, so that might be tomorrow's video. So we will see. Chat's in the way. It is in the way. Where am I? Did you hear that? Wayne, is there any truth about Eagle Moss doing the Titanic? Well, I can probably answer that question for you now. Now, this is only in the US. Now tell me, is that a brand new build, or is it a rework of the old Hachette one? I know it's made out of wood. I don't know. Haven't got a clue. We'll have to see. Anyway, I had their Star Wars Buster. I've only had issue 1 and 2, Robert. Haven't had anything at all. I'm going to start everyone's Alexa off every time I say that. As a matter of fact, my one's just clicked off because I said the name now as well. So. Oh, the... Lou, wait, do you play? Wait, Lou. Well, I was racking my brains why you kept saying balsa wood the other day, and then I finally figured you meant the balsa wood's what you put in those little engine supports, isn't it? Now I knew. See, I didn't see the backup comment if you commented after that, but now I know, so it's all good. Oh, but that Titanic is only available, I believe, in America. Oh, well, thanks for joining us, Mrs. Roldaway. Nice of you to come on board tonight. Oh dear, no, it didn't work. It didn't work. No. Oh, well, why not? Why didn't that work? But the media source worked. What about if I make it as a media source? I'm going to try and make it as a media source and see if that happens. So stand by. We're going to get this to work. So if I say media source 2, now this will be a blank screen, okay? But hopefully it will say what it's meant to say. So hopefully this will work. Christian, this is just for you. Hopefully it works. Did that work? Did that work? I haven't got a clue. I need to set it up properly. I haven't done that yet. We'll see. Philip, an outtake video would be 2 hours long, or hours long. Have to include the whole of the Spitfire build from 2 weeks ago. Yeah, no, definitely. My brother said that's like the most funniest thing he's ever seen. You didn't hear anything. I've got to sort it out. I really forgot about it. I completely forgot because I was trying to get it set up for the RUM and the ET and getting the Terminator here. I completely forgot about that. But hopefully, Christian, you heard that. So that's excellent. I'm hoping the wobble will sort itself out. Yeah, I think it will, Kevin. I don't remember seeing it on the prototype, so you never know. Am I going to put the Benny Hill theme on when they're crashing every single crash? I should do, shouldn't I? Oh, I'm going to scroll to the end because I want to know if you heard that. You've only got 6 subscribers now, Nexus. Guys, if you haven't, click on the Nexus's name and see if we can get them to 1,000 subscribers tonight. 6 people, that's all it is. 6 people. If you haven't subscribed to the Nexus, that's all he needs. But you got your first shipment of the Bismarck coming tomorrow. You're going to love that, Don. Definitely. I swear your mat's immaculate. Mine's just got paint stains all over it. Well, look, if I spin around to this camera again and turn it over, it's all got like all this crap on it here now. And look, and all around here. I need a new one. I think I'll leave it on that side now, actually. So that's very sad news. It's very ironic that he came famous because of COVID, and it was COVID that ended him, which not good. Not good news at all. What model car would I recommend for your first build? The Ecto 1's quite a fun, easy build. The Peugeot's brilliant, but I think that's one of the toughest ones. And the DeLorean, well. Any news on Ecto 1? There's a late delivery, and the F40 late delivery again. So we're just on the mercy of the distributors, unfortunately. Did you hear that? No one heard that one either. No. I'm going to have to figure it because it's going on my thing here. Stand by again. Let's. If I go to properties. No, I've got to get this working. You'll see why I've got to get it working soon. So we've got the sound cues. We've got media source. You can hear that sound cue, media source. It should have played it. Did you hear the sound for the Titanic, just out of curiosity, when I played that Titanic one? What happens if I just play it normal? Can you hear that? Hang on a second. Stand by. I've got to get this sorted. So we've got to go Google Drive. Where am I? Streaming content. I put it in its own folder, you see. I'm just going to put my headphones on. So hopefully I can hear it.
Let's give it up big time. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now let's get cracking.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Because I can hear that through my... hang on, let's change the camera back. I can hear that through my headphones. Hopefully you heard that. Please say you heard that. I've switched my camera back. No, I just wanted to try and get that sound on. Yes, you heard that. How cool is that? There we go, Christian. That's your theme tune now. I've switched the cameras back. Look, I can see myself on the screen. Yay! Right, which means I need an external soundboard, which I'll program, and I'll have that ready for every time you come on, Christian. I'm going to play that for you. That's brilliant. It's brilliant, isn't it? It just saves me saying, hi, Christian from Grantham. Okay, so tonight we're going to be, as I said, we're going to be doing the Terminator, but we're going to be doing it in no order. I'm going to assemble the leg here, or the top of the leg, and then I'm going to take the Terminator off the stand, and then I'm going to lie him down and attach the leg with all the bits already on it, if that makes any sense. So we'll have to see. Everyone yell at me. No, you can see me. You can see me. I'm going to turn this message off from Peter there, and we will start. WandaVision was excellent, the Nexus, finally. It's come unto its own, that show did. I don't know why it took so long to do something that we already knew like four episodes ago. So, but yeah, I'm so glad you got that, Christian. You can watch that back to your heart's content. Okay, so we're going to switch cameras, and I'm just going to double check that all the sound's working again. Yep, everything's working. And the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing issue 87. Let me just show you this quickly. All we've got is one part and some nuts in here, or bolts, nuts. But I always confuse that, don't I? So we're just going to be gluing the nuts in here. See, I'm confusing again. The reason being is when we put a screw from the other side, we don't want these to pop out, so we need to put plenty of glue in that. Then we're going to put this piece in, which we've been saving from the other side. We've already got one of these. I did see on one of the channels someone had thrown their one away or lost it. We need to save that because that's used a lot longer down the line, and that's all we've got to do in that stage. This is going to be really quick. The good thing is this one comes in a nice box, which I'm not going to need, and a nice packet here, which once again I haven't got my scalpel out, which I need, and we've got the nuts there. We're going to need the scalpel. Let's see if I can find that. Where's my scalpel? I normally have everything set up, but tonight it eludes me. Aha! I think I hid the scalpel because of the injuries that I was doing to myself today. You get nervous now when you see me holding one of these, don't you? So, all good. Alright, so all we're going to do, we're going to be dropping the nuts into these holes just here. For that reason, I'm going to use this tray and drop some glue in here. I've got my pin vise from Gary there, Koza. Put some glue just around the edge. You don't want too much, because the last thing you want is for the nuts part, the screw part, not to go in. And then this is where things are tricky. You need to sort of like line it up so it fits flat in there, just like that. That's the first one in, and we're going to do that another 3 times. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention the when I'm doing these builds, it's hard for me to see the chat, so I will occasionally look over, and they're hard because if you don't get them in first time and they warp in there, you're going to have a bad time. And trying to line them up first doesn't work either. That's 2. We cut away as Wayne bleeds. Can you imagine that? You just it would be funny though, wouldn't it? You let me change this to studio mode. Can you imagine that? Like, you see me cut myself, I fall on the floor, so there's an empty chair, and you just see these sprays of blood coming up from the floor. Mrs. Welder-Wayne will have to run up here as quick as she possibly can. I'm not good with blood, not good at all with blood, so I said I've told you some of my, if you haven't seen, I'd have to tell the stories again, because I did mention it on the stream before, but once I fainted so many times for a bad cut on my finger, and when I finally got the courage to look at it, I hadn't even cut myself. It's just a little chicken scratch, so yeah. Okay, so they're all in place there. We can just put that to one side. All we have to do now is put this part here just over the top. Now that's actually just going to go completely over the top of that section, and it's going to slot in there, but we need to put some glue just on the 3 points that we can see just there. So we're not finished with this yet. I'm just going to put some on here. Now this thing does hold itself anyway. When I first put this on the other side, I did wonder, do we actually need to put glue on this? But I guess we did. The hardest bit about this, because I've done it so many times, is actually getting it to click in, because you want this to be flush, and at the moment mine isn't. There we go, you heard that click, and now it's flush in like that. And that's all there is to do in that stage. So why move the camera now. That's stage 87 done. Now stage 88 is going to be the part, I believe, that we're going to be leaving until the end. So I'm just going to check that out, just see what we got to do. Stage 88, we are making the ball joint, and we're going to be putting the ball joint in the leg. So yep, we're going to save that till later on. I'm not doing it in the order they want me to. That's always a good sign that things are going to go completely wrong. So don't tempt fate. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump straight to issue 89, which looks like this. This will make things a lot easier, I'm sure it will. 4 issues in like 5 minutes. Okay, let's get all of these bits out. Now this, what I'm doing here, you don't ever get to see on camera, because you know I cut it all out. So, but as you can see, we've got these little parts here. We're just going to be putting one end into this tendon, if you like, and then we're going to be attaching the tendon to one of the sides on this beast here. So and then they want us to put a cap in on top of the leg, so we're going to have to put that to one side, and we'll do that afterwards. I've just realized we're going to need the Allen key, aren't we? Oh god, did I remember to bring that up? I don't know if I did. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, this is interesting. Why have I not got my Allen key? I am so unprepared tonight, aren't I? Let's go back to that camera while I figure out what we're going to do, because we need that Allen key. And I don't think I've got another one. You know what, I've got loads of bits of the ET build down here that I never used. Well, I think we're going to have to I've got one. Yes, I found it. That's my rubbish drawer. I've got one. we can continue. It was almost touch and go there. So yeah, I'm going to leave that till later. So we are going to attach, well, we don't even have to attach that. That's interesting. So we're just going to be putting this on there and then saving the last bit. Right, okay. So we're going to save this bit to the end with the screw here. This is what happens when you don't follow the instructions. Let this be a lesson to you all. R.I.P. Alan. So all we've got to do in this one, let's chuck that on the floor, is we've got to take this and we've just got to push this end in like that. Doesn't say to glue it. I'm going to glue it because I've glued every other one. So I'm just going to put some glue just around this section here. And we'll keep that in place. Bearing in mind this will now be the 4th time I've done this, so you'd think I'd know what to do. So that's in like that. Now it doesn't go all the way in. I don't think so anyway. You should have a little lip around there like mine is. That's what I had last time anyway. So that's all there is to do in that stage, which means the last stage we've got is stage 90, which we'll open now. And basically we've got a plate to put in, which is just going to go over this leg section here. Now the way I'm doing this is a lot more logical, if you ask me, to the way that they want us to do it. So I'm just going to get these screws out and then just figure out what I'm actually doing. Make sure we're doing the right thing. Let me just quickly show you again in the magazine what we're doing. So we've got this plate which is going to go on the main section of the leg there. And then we're going to be screwing it in. Once those 3 screws are in, we're going to be putting the larger screw in to put this tendon in. And that's all there is to do. So then we're going to jump back to the other issue we missed. So we can... oh, which way around does this go? So we can get on with putting this to the leg. So basically this plate here is going to fit over the top of this one. Just like that. But it's going to be secured from this side. And it's a lot easier to do it like this than the way they want you to do it on the leg. So the first screw goes in this hole here. So that's 1 in. Second screw over here. That's number 2. And then the last screw, these are little tiny ones. You only get 2 kinds of screws in this one. You get the ones with just the thread at the bottom like that, and you get these tiny ones here. So this is the 3rd one going in there like that. So that's what the leg's looking like at the moment. We've got this tendon which is going in the last hole that we see there, and that's where we're going to be using this screw. So I'll line that up, put that in, and then that should be allowed to hang quite nicely, just like that. And now we're going to be attaching the leg. So this is where things are going to get fun. I'm going to just get everything ready here and out the way, because I've got to unplug the Terminator. So let's do this. Okay, are you ready for this? That was quick, wasn't it? David Cole, you don't have to attach the tendon in this issue 90. It just hangs. That's why I've put it on now. I'm talking fast tonight because rum and coke. You, Mrs. Welderwayne, when you're angry, you talk really fast, you go high pitched, and your eyeballs do this wobble thing. I can't do it. They wobble. Right, the stand. If I can turn Terminator around here, just like this. I don't know if you can see. He's got like a 3D printed bolt at the back, which holds this top section on. Now, if I take that bolt out, he shouldn't fall off the stand because he's actually resting on the bottom one. But I'm holding it anyway. You see, that's what the bolt looks like. Once again, this, I'm going to put a flash screen up there. 1 second. Once again, this is from Partworks Upgrade, this stand. So I can take this top section off, just like that. That's what the top section looks like. And then he's basically just resting on this bottom section here. So all I can do is grab him like that and pull him off. There we go. And there's the stand. I'll put that to one side. This is what he looks like. He looks a lot bigger when I'm actually holding him, doesn't he? Just trying my darndest not to drop him. And then we're going to lie him down. So lie down. There we go. There we go. Oh dear. Oh look, the patient is in the operating room. Now the thing is, you're not really going to be able to see what I'm doing. Let's see if I can move this camera around. Stand by. Hopefully nothing's going to go wrong, but if it does, it will make a good outtake, because I'm going to be working on this section here. So I'm going to go back to normal mode, just see how we look. Oh, that don't look too bad actually. Yeah, we'll go with that one, and we're going to cut back to the other camera now. Okay, so this is what it's looking like here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to be creating a ball joint, which is this thing here. Now that ball joint is going to be going, I need to see the instructions for this because I can't remember. That ball joint doesn't go in yet. The first thing that's going to go in is this section here. Now the biggest mistake that I've made on this is when we push this into the leg, because the leg is going to be going on this way here, it's going to be going onto there, but you need to make sure that this is pushed all the way to the bottom, all the way, as you can see there, all the way to the bottom. Then we're going to be taking this metal ball joint, and that's going to drop down just like that. We're going to be putting in a screw through there to attach it to the leg in there. Now what I'm doing here, you're not really going to see, so I'm just going to have to describe what I'm doing. Let me just open these up. Now there's two lots of screws in this one. You've got short stubby ones and big long ones. The big long ones are to attach the leg, the main leg, to the actual section here, but the ball joint needs to connect inside here, and for that we need the stubby one here. Now this is where things are going to get a little bit tricky. It is going into metal, I believe. No, it's not. I don't think it is. We'll see. But I need to be able to put this in like this, so the screw's coming out the other side. But this ball joint, when it goes in, as you can see, it's got little tabs on there, so it needs to fit in a certain way like that, so it doesn't turn. So we've got to do all things at the same time. This is why things get a bit crazy. I'm just going to lift his arm up. Stand by. Put your arm up. There we go. Stay. There we go. Bit more space. So I'm going to line this up first. Make sure that that ball joint's in all the way, which it is, and then I'll put the stubby screw in to keep that into place. Now it's all the stuff that's on top of this ball joint that's going to actually make the leg quite tight, but that is in tight. Excellent. So next thing that goes on is, let's get it out, this black cap. Once again, you need to make sure that these go around the screw holes that are in here and it's all the way in. And again, this is where I failed on the last one, because I hadn't pushed it in all the way. So I'm not happy with where it is. I don't think that's actually in at all. Stand by. Right, we're in now. That feels good. Looks good. Nope, there's still a side that's not in. There, that one side's in, that side's in. Right, they're all in now. Then we're going to be putting this cap over the top of that one. Again, it's following the same things that we had before. Just like that. And then lastly, we're going to be putting this one in, and it's this one that's going to have these 4 long screws. Now you've done it correct, because when you tighten these up, they should bite the leg on the other side. If they don't, you've got to start all over again. So I'm going to go quiet now because this is hard. I'm just going to make sure. I don't know if I'm happy that that's in all the way, but I'm guessing it is. So I will try and get the first one of these screws in. And see if it bites. It has bit, which means I've done that correct. We'll put the second one in. Do the bottom one here. And there we go. That will go all the way in. Ah, excellent. This is the first time I've done this. First time. Lot easier to do it this way. I don't know why they made us do it the silly way. Here's the third one. And I'll put the fourth one in and I'll tighten all of these up. Now you want to tighten these, I would say as hard as you can, but if you do them too hard, you're not going to be able to move the leg. So I do them hand tight plus a quarter, I think. So I'm a little bit concerned that I'm still turning and nothing's happening. I don't think that's in. We'll find out in a second. I've got resistance, but I don't think it's going in. Oh dear. It's one of them nights. I can soon find out if that's gonna... It's far too loose at the moment. Let's try this side. I think it is going in. It doesn't... It's weird. I can hear it going in. Do the bottom one. My hand's aching. I don't think that's in. I do not think that's in at all. That's quite sturdy in there, but that's still far too loose. Far too loose. I'm looking at chat. Hang on a second. I don't think this is going in. I think I might have to re-look at that. Let's take it out again. They're not going in. See, I thought that was going in perfectly then, but obviously not. I'm going to undo these and we'll give it another look. Damn leg. You watch, it won't want to come out now. I still think I still stand by what I say. I still think this is the easiest way to do this. Let's get this one out here. I'd like to know what it has bit onto, because it's definitely not the leg part. The reason why this hasn't gone in is because one of those bushes inside is not in all the way. As you see, these just come out no problems. Get this one out. That's number 2. Here comes number 3. What I'll do this time, I'm sitting up looking at this, you see. I haven't can that come out now? No, number 4 wants to come out. Here comes number 4. I'm going to have a good look at each one of these grommets. There we go. Right. Just going to move my chair. Have a quick look what's going on here. Right, that one's in. That ain't going to go in anymore. It's going to push this side down. Oh, I can see. One of the sides wasn't in properly. So I'm pushing it down with my screwdriver. Right, it's in now. Excellent. Then we put the second one in. Ah, that's perfect. And then we're going to put this last one in. It makes a whole lot of difference when you do it that way. Right, I'll get the top one in. Yep, that's working this time. You can see the difference because look where this plate is now. That's right inside there. Here's the second one. Why do I choose to do these on a live stream? I don't know. Put the third one in. Whoops. In there. And then they don't take a lot of screwing either to get them all the way in. And then the last one in here. Whoops. Let's put it in first. Get in the hole. There we go. And then we'll put that one on like that. And then tighten them up. But as I said, you don't want them too tight, otherwise you're not going to be able to move the leg. That's the top one. That's that one. Do the bottom one. And you know you've got it the right tension, because you should be able to put the leg up and it will hold itself up just like that, as you can see. So that's good. If you want to make it a bit tighter, just seeing the perhaps I'll try a little bit tighter. Obviously the tighter you do it, the more stiff the leg's going to be. That's better. Okay, and then all we've got to do is put the cap on. So I've got the cap here that looks like that. That's just going to go over the top, and then we're going to tighten it up with an Allen key with one of these screws that we can see just here. So that will go in there like that. I'll stand by what I said. This is definitely the easiest way to do this. And then put this up all the way in. What the hell's going on with his fingers? There we go. And then once that's in, keep going, keep going. It's a long screw, this one. There we go. All the way. Nice and tight. Again, not too tight, otherwise you're not going to be able to move the leg, but I think that should be ample there. And that's it. That's those 4 issues done. And I'm just going to get off the floor. Change back the camera. Stand by. Sweating after that one. And we're done. Let's move the camera over here. And what I'm going to do is put the Terminator back on its stand. Put his arm down again. Just like that. Probably up a bit actually. Looks a bit silly. But that was definitely easier than having to do it like we did the last time. But once again, to get him on his stand, let's pick him up. Oh. God, he's getting heavier. Oh, look at that. He's ginormous. We're going to put the bottom section here just on the stand like that. So as you can see, he's resting on that now. Then we've got the top section here, which goes through the cage. Now obviously when the cage is completed, we're not going to be able to use this, but I think Ian, you are thinking about doing something about that, and then obviously get this bolt and put that in the back. So line him up. That's it. Tighten this bolt up, which I'm having trouble finding the hole. There we go. Tonight, there we go. That's screwing up, no problems. Get that enough so it's not going to fall out of there. And there we go. That is the Terminator. And the advantage of being on a stand is that you can manipulate him how you want. See, move his arm round, straighten his fingers out. I don't know. Perhaps put his leg up a bit there. I don't know. Bend this one down. There we go. He's looking cool. So I've got my Terminator helping me present again. But I enjoyed that. How long did that take? Oh, that wasn't too bad. So that was tonight's build. That's 4 episodes. Now, well, if you've noticed, what I've done on the channel now is in the Hachette Terminator group, I'm just now linking the Agora Models videos into it, because there's no point in me doing 2 at the same time in the same week. So that's why I've done this as a live stream tonight, because I thought, because we've done one, let's experiment and see if it's easier doing it the way we did it, which it was. To be honest with you, you could probably build the whole leg and then attach it, minus the tendon. Well, actually, yeah, you could probably do the whole leg and then attach the tendons at the end. Someone has done that, so don't jam the screwdriver in your finger. It's weeping at the moment. Oh, bless. Hey, Wayne. So if you're going to build the Eaglemoss Titanic, I'm your Titanic expert. I can tell you things that most folk don't know about the Titanic. Wow, that's crazy. I don't think I'm going to get that option, Renosium, because I don't think it's out in this country. I think everyone in America's getting it. But when I saw that it's wood-based, I do wonder what the difference is between that and the part work that Hachette did about, God, 10, 11 years ago. But I never got to see that. But I know there's plenty of people who watch the channel that have done that Titanic. So if you watch that trailer at the start, you'll have to let me know. Or is this just a brand new build? When I saw that it was being marketed by the the Die-Cast Club, I did naturally assume it was going to be the same as the Bismarck, but it's going to be more wood. Hence why one of your free gifts is a sander. But I think Wayne needs his forehead. That's why I've got this here, you see. This is my little bandana that I wear on my head, you know, when I want to be a biker. So I can wear my biker look. Oh, I miss my motorbike. These are what I get. I'll tell you what, we've been planning something today. Let me just hide that. You're going to love this. Mrs. World Wayne's not going to love it because it's cost me an absolute fortune today. But I've been preparing something for the channel for one of our new launches. And you're going to absolutely love it when it comes out. And I've been doing some work just before the stream tonight for some of the graphics for it. And I've got it's going to be one of my first videos that I'm actually having some special effects in. So we'll see how that looks. There you go, Simflord, he found his bush. No, that was far easier, Don. Put it this way, right? I took that out once, yeah, and put it back in and it worked fine. When it was standing up, it was about 7 or 8 times to try and get that as it needed to be. But you didn't see that because I edited it out. Yeah, I'm a master builder. I don't need to follow the instructions. Oh. You're really considering doing the Titanic. I'm sorry if I'm making you guys skint and stuff for all these builds that are coming out. But it is weird that that looks to be a build that's coming out in America and not. I haven't heard a thing about it. The first I knew was Chloe text me, and then the rest of the internet text me, and my phone just didn't stop pinging. So funny enough, I had a link sent to me from Eagle Moss as well. So I was like, oh, okay. Titanic's coming out, is it? I don't know the dates or anything for it, so. How much do you guys pay for the plasma rifle? I believe Agora are working on that at the moment, Gunny. They're not ready to release it yet, I don't think. So you'll know when Agora tell me. I don't know at the moment. But Robert Waldron's come up with about £50. I don't know. Haven't got a clue. Would you be able to use that stand for the Iron Man build? I don't think the Iron Man's going to be that big. I'm just looking at it now. It might be. But it's held on by a midsection. Obviously, you haven't got that on the Iron Man. The only way you'll be able to do the Iron Man is, I guess, under the arms. I don't know. I haven't seen that far ahead. But there you go. Simflord, you can make, as you said, you can make a whole music video with my double entendres. I can't help it. Sometimes I don't even know I'm saying it. That's what makes me laugh. I am doing the Eleanor build. I'm hoping that will come by the end of the week, Jamie. So we'll have to see. There we go. Look, Helder said he'd done the Titanic about 10, 11 years and it looks like the same one. I think it looks like the same one as well. But I don't know. The custom bike offer. Can you jog my memory, Raptor? It's been a lot of rum since then. Bearing in mind I'm not allowed a motorbike. I'm not even allowed. When Dan came round on his motorbike, I should have saw it. Dan, you got to admit to me the look that Mrs. Welder Wayne gave me when I went outside to have a look at his bike. If looks could kill, I'm telling you. Oh. Are you going to enter the ET model in the model exhibition? I didn't know there was one. It's not finished yet, but I just love the idea of putting it on a log slice to keep that rustic look, and with the fir trees in the background, and it's going to be raised at the back, and then sort of like a path going down to the front there. So it's landed in a clearing, if you like. I've got everything on the way, so we'll see how that goes. You think you get the Lego Titanic? It's probably going to be a lot easier, isn't it? Craig, you messaged Eagle Moss about the Titanic coming to the UK, and they said there's no plans as yet, but we'll consider the interest. I think I'm surprised. I thought there would be more interest in the UK rather than the US, especially because of its links to Southampton and Ireland, Northern Ireland. So I'm surprised. But again, if it's been released here before, but that was the Hachette one ever released? I suppose it wasn't, because Hachette don't release in America. So it might be the first time that you folks over the pond have actually seen this anyway. So, which is a shame, because you've got some of the builds that people out here are actually crying out for. We still want the DB5, the Nissan GTR. It's a shame that they never come through, and now looks like the Titanic as well. Hello, Ninja Storm. This is my nephew over in Canada. How's it going? How are you tonight, Mitchell? See, I recognise your name. You didn't think I'd recognise you, did you? Don't be like your Uncle Wayne. This is Coca-Cola. This is Coca-Cola. Look, I can prove it. Look, Coca-Cola. Don't be like me. I'm a bad man. Yeah, ET Mothership is needing a rainbow. Well, that's why I've got the Alexa, turn on the spaceship. Let's turn this off. It's going to be hard for you to see, but that's why the dome is very it's got this pulsating light which changes colours from blue to white to green to red, because I can't get a rainbow coming out the bottom, but I thought I could have a rainbow coming in the top there. But I love it. I absolutely love it. It's just lovely to look at, and I could just look at it all day, but I need to finish it off, and as Phil said, the diorama is going to make it, I think. So and we've got loads of ideas that we've been planning, but that's going to be part of the reveal. So I'm setting everyone's Echo Dots off. Sorry, Alexa, turn off the spaceship. Okay. I love being able to do that. That's as close to Star Trek as I'm ever going to get. Well, the Night 2000, see, that's over in Europe at the moment, isn't it? I think Germany are quite far on with that as well, Darren. I don't know. The wood effect turns you off. Wood can be fun to work with. But, I mean, I'm going to experience that myself, Robert, from Dave Phillips' DC3, which I'm going to start at the beginning of the summer. So we'll see how a mixture of that works. The bit that worried me about this build, if you're watching Lou and stuff, is that the chroming I wasn't really too worried about, because I've chromed before, and if the chrome effect didn't work with the Owlclad, that's an Owlclad, then I'll just use the one that I used on C3PO's leg down there, which is Montana Chrome, which is in a spray, and I know how that goes on. So I knew I weren't going to have a problem with that. But that aerial, as Lou said, I think you saw it, mine was one complete solid unit, so I had to hollow the whole thing out. Then you'll see it on the video on Monday. It was just a nightmare. So at the moment my workshop is a complete mess, because I couldn't do it outside, what with the snow, rain, wind and all that, so I had to do it all in the workshop with a respirator on, and it's a mess. If you have a look out there now, my 3D printer's just covered in resin dust, so I need to get out there with my industrial vacuum cleaner. Your Alexa had trouble finding my spaceship. Well, that link that I've got there was for Mrs. Rhoda Wayne's lamp. I nicked it, so. But John, if anyone asks me what my favourite build is, this is the first resin kit garage build I've ever done. And I absolutely loved it. Mrs. Rhoda Wayne has hardly seen me, because I that's how I did it. But as I said to Phil, what you find when you do these things, and you know that you've got the base for it, but you need to. I'm just going to take that comment off. When you know you've got the base for it, and you can have whatever you want, however you want, you start experimenting, and that's pretty much why I've got things like this, and this whole load of wires and bits and pieces of things that I've bought. I bought one of these ring lights for a headlight. I bought that thinking I might be able to use it, and it's great just being able to experiment, and it's great realizing, yeah, that's not going to work. But Dan Goldman, last time I met him on Friday on the way down to pick up my kids, got me these buck converters, which was a godsend. So now the whole ship runs off 12 volt, except anything that's controlled by the Arduinos, which I've dropped down to 5 volts. So it's all powered by one power supply, which is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Wow. Wow. Everyone wants kit. You can change the commands, can you? So activities when you say computer, just like on Star Trek. Don't get, because it, well, well, there's something. Perhaps I should. I'll tell you, Mrs. World Away ain't going to be amused with that, Kevin. So we do need a bigger workshop in the garden. Svi did a picture of what one would look like, and it looks absolutely brilliant, but I can't afford a £6,000 to £9,000 shed in the garden. And I was thinking perhaps I get a shed like I've got next to it and just knock a hole through. So one could be like the man cave and one could be the workshop. But I don't know. I don't want to build a shed. John, you can have a close-up of the ET ship when on Monday, when I do a reveal for the ship. But if you have a look at my social media on Instagram, I've got plenty of close-ups on that. Can you get extra response? You probably can. What are you doing, Dave? Your starship looks better than SN9 does now. I had fun weathering it. When I first did that middle section there, I thought it needs to be mucky. The ET aliens are botanists. They're on muddy, rusty planets. So I just caked the thing in mud and muck and everything. So the only thing I tried to keep nice and clean was the dome, to keep that reflective effect. You love my enthusiasm. Well, that is definitely... You wait till I finish with that diorama. I'll tell you, I can't wait getting cracking with that. Because this will be the first time I've done landscaping with a diorama. I've got some sculptor mould coming. I've already got my static grass applicator. I've got some resin coming. I've got some little ferns and mosses coming. Well, I'm just going to have a field day with that. So, but take care, Ian. Thank you for joining us tonight. Oh, look, it's that time of night again. I hope you enjoyed that. I know we've done that before, but I thought we'd put a different take on it today. We're going to be doing a Patreon stream tomorrow. Tomorrow, peeps, we're going to be doing the Spitfire, if you're on my Patreon. So we're going to be doing the next 2 episodes of the Spitfire, which I believe is the other landing light and something else. But I don't know what that something else is until I picked it up from the newsagents tomorrow. And then obviously we're back to our normal Thursday stream. And I hope tomorrow, just for my normal video, I'm going to have a crack at doing that issue 97 of the Bismarck with these crazy ladders that everyone's talking about. So should be fun. We've got a few fun days left on the channel now. But listen, thank you all for joining me tonight and take care of yourself.